Was that a kid or a cat? That's a kid. Kid or cat? What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is gonna be a little different. We're here in Old Sacramento. I just washed the car and we're pretty much gonna do a photo shoot out here. Brado Wheels, which is the manufacturer who made my wheels, reached out to me and they asked me if I wanted to do a photo shoot. So I said, totally. And they set me up with Mikey, our local photographer here. And yeah, we're just waiting for him right now. We've picked out a couple of spots, so hopefully we get some good shots in. So we'll see where the night takes us. All right guys, so we're finally here. That's Mike over there. I'll link him in his Instagram so you guys can follow him. And yeah, we're just taking shots right now. We're underneath the Old Sac area here. This is the overpass. Train station's over there. Yeah, it's just a nice little spot to take pictures. Shout out to my wife for coming because I don't want to be alone coming out here, even though I'd be fine, but it looks pretty sweet, man. I feel like there's bats under here too, right? Pretty much just parked on a different spot. It was just across the way there, and right underneath the railroad tracks here. And there's a little park ranger guy over there, so hopefully he doesn't bother us. Hopefully. Bats or birds? I can't tell either. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of days since we did that shoot in Old Sac. I think the pictures look pretty good. Here's a couple of shots right now. Let me know what you guys think. I think they turned out perfectly. This was actually in Old Sacramento, close to the Railroad Museum. So definitely a cool location, nice little spot. So that was Mike. He was the one who took the pictures of my car. We basically took those shots and they came out really, really nice. So right now guys, I'm kind of at that stage where I don't know where I want to go with the build for the Supra. I'm really thinking about doing a carbon fiber hood. I'm pretty much like 70%, 30% that I want to do it. So 70% I do want to get the carbon fiber hood. The other 30% I'm thinking about actually getting a wing. I don't want to get an actual spoiler here because like I said, like I don't really want to blend in with the rest of the crowd, but with the wing I actually don't want to get your regular Saban style or Street Hunter style wing either because yeah, I just feel like a lot of the Supras that I see out there are rocking that wing, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just I would rather be a little different, I guess. But yeah, so I think with a wing right here and obviously a carbon fiber hood, or maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll do both. I really don't know, but just kind of hard to say. I feel like the carbon fiber hood would match nicely with obviously the mirror caps and the wheels. I have been looking at other lips here and side skirt extensions that are carbon fiber. But again, the thing with carbon fiber is I just don't want to get it because I'm afraid that it's eventually going to get cracked. I mean, you're rolling down a road, something's going to hit it. Same thing with the rear here as well. I do know that they have carbon fiber extensions here for the valence on this side. But again, like the whole purpose of my build was to be an OEM plus style. So I don't know if I really necessarily want to do that. However, I am at that stage where I'm not sure if I want to actually get a body kit for the car as well. I was looking at the Ing style, which is essentially a rear bumper, side skirt, and a front bumper. It's not considered technically a wide body. I'll show you guys a picture of it right now. I just like the way it looks. I think the styling looks much more aggressive. I think with that type of kit and a wing, that the car will definitely stand out. So that's pretty much what I got going on in terms of what plans I have. But realistically speaking, I think 70% I really do want to get carbon fiber hood. In terms of the exhaust, I really like the dual exhaust just because I can turn off the valve over on one side so it's much more quieter. Again, I'm from Sacramento, California, so a lot of the police officers will pull you over for random stuff, and I just don't want one other reason for them to pull me over for a loud exhaust. But that being said, I will say I am super tempted of getting a single exit exhaust. The only reason why I am hesitant on that is because I obviously want to keep my valve feature, but man, for aesthetic wise and sound, it just looks so good. imagine this with the exhaust, which is a single exit coming out to the side. There's quite a few different ones. There's an RK exhaust, SPR1 exhaust. I think it's there's another one called Bomies or something like that that I've been looking at. Yeah, I've got a couple of options there with that. So it's just a matter of what I want. And lastly, one other thing I was looking at was actually some window louvers. So I know window louvers is kind of a hot topic, I guess. Some people like them, some people don't. Usually they're placed on old school muscle cars, and the old purpose was, one, for styling, and two, to keep the sun out of the car. But there is a couple of Supras that I've seen online that do have window louvers. There's actually one set that I really liked that was carbon fiber. Debating whether or not I want to get that. This is what those look like. I think they look pretty cool. Let me know what you think. I think with carbon fiber window louvers there and a carbon fiber hood, that would look pretty cool, where the whole top of the car, basically the whole top of the car is carbon fiber. But yeah, that's something that I was thinking about as well. But for the most part, I think as my car sits, this is the most OEM plus I think that you can get on the car. Again, rear splats, side skirt extensions, and front lip, as well as your typical HKS adjustable springs and 3-piece wheels. Other than that, the car is still relatively stock. I mean, I haven't done any crazy modifications external wise on the outside. And on the inside, again, all I have is a downpipe E50 flex fuel tune, and also the strut brace as well. I'm not too sure where I want to go. I know for a fact I want to work on the outside, the exterior portion a little more. Then from there, I do want to get a big turbo. Not quite sure if I want to do top mount yet. The only reason why I don't is because I like the hybrid turbos, especially the pure turbos. It's essentially a drop-in turbo. The only thing I need for that is port injection, and there's so many different kits that are available, and they're not cheap. But you can get away with a cheap port injection kit. But the ones that I look at, that I'm looking at, also include the intake manifold, which also has the port injection on there. Because I also want to upgrade that as well. Because if we're making more power, things are going to heat up, and obviously you need something to cool it. So definitely something that I'm thinking about in my head. But something like that's going to be really pricey, guys. I would say pure turbos alone is going to cost maybe $2,500. Port injection, intake manifold, that's another, I think, $4,000. Then you need a tune on top of that. Then you need to upgrade your axles because your axles can break. And on top of that, if you're making close to 700 to 800 wheel torque, you're going to need to upgrade the transmission as well. And the transmission upgrade, I think, is upwards of like $10,000 almost, depending on which upgrade that you want. Yeah, I mean, that type of stuff is going to be really expensive. I think just to get the turbo on here and installation, we're looking at anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000, depending on the parts, labor, and all that. What? Definitely something to keep in mind. Definitely something I am considering, actually strongly considering, because after a while with an E50 tune and a downpipe, 500 wheel horsepower starts feeling a little normal. Not saying it's slow. It's not slow by any means, but I don't know, man, you always get that itch with power, and that's the problem. Anyways, other than that, guys, that's all I pretty much have for you guys. This is going to be a short video. Basically took a couple of shots, give you guys an update on what my plans are for the Supra, and that's pretty much it. So if you guys like this video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.